another episode of Curtain Call Conversations. I am here today with star of the new Sleeping Beauty drag pantomime that will be opening at the Harold Pinter Theatre in the West End of London on the 27th of December, Kitty Scott-Claus or Louis.
Hello, hello. Thank you for
Hello, how
having
are
me.
you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, really well, thank you. So we're very excited about this new pantomime. It's the third panto from Tuck Shop, which is an all-drag pantomime. So tell us about who you play in the show.
Well, I play Sleeping Beauty. I'm Princess Beauty, of course. They couldn't get. How could they ask anyone else as being the most beautiful in all the land? They've got me in the cast. No, it had to be me.
Yes.
And she's a traditional panto princess, but you know this is a Tuck Shop panto, so it's obviously it's got a bite to it. It's very fun.
Yes, obviously I went to see the Death Drop shows and, you know, bellyache from laughing that much when you come out. I mean, how were those shows for you?
Oh my gosh, so much fun. I love doing I did Death Drop 1, the original one, I did that one on the West End, and then I did the second one, Death Drop Back in the Habit on tour this year, start of this year. And it's so much fun. It's so funny. And like I just think the audience really gets behind it and everyone knows they're there to have a good time. So it's a laugh start to finish. And what I love about the Death Drop shows, it's like panto. It's like every show is different because it's like the audience will laugh at different things in different nights. So it makes it really fresh for us on stage.
Yeah, I mean, I brought my daughter along with me actually because she loves anything drag related. And I mean, she was in books. I mean, she's 17, so she's all right. She's old enough. She
They've
was
got to learn sometime.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's just hilariously funny. And I just think sometimes, how do you get through a show like that without just corpsing the whole time?
Oh no, I can't. I actually just laugh. I can't. I think like, oh my God, when I was at drama school and I would take it really, really seriously. And then I think it's just so funny because like people do think, or like the audience also think it make us like, it'll like throw you off and you're like, what? Like, but it's what makes it funny for us. Like it keeps it so fresh for us.
Yeah, and I think the audiences do get involved, don't they? Because I think, if I remember rightly, there was a bit of, you know, call out and stuff whilst the show was going on, which I think is all the fun of it, really. I mean, do you like that?
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's so funny because you never know what they're going to come out with.
No, absolutely. So this show in the West End, are you sort of well into rehearsals or have you not started yet?
Yeah, I'm literally in the rehearsal studio now for it. So we've done like a morning of rehearsals so far, and it's all going well. We've just done the last scene. So when we all like wrap the story up and get on with the finale, but yeah, it's we're having a lot of fun in the rehearsal room.
Yeah, I mean, what can we expect? Sort of big musical numbers? Because I know you've got a brilliant voice, I have to say.
Oh,
From seeing
thank
you
you.
last time in Back in the Habit, sorry. I thought you had a fantastic voice. So are we going to hear that?
Absolutely, yeah. No, and there's more than just because in Death Drop, I was the only one that was singing in that one. Whereas this one, there's like Michael's got numbers, Victoria's got numbers, Kate's got a number, I've got a number. There's obviously you can't have a panto without like the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh, of course.
So there's
That's
that to look forward to as well.
Yes, and I'm sure it's not a normal 12 days of Christmas.
No, never.
I imagine it's a little bit naughty, maybe.
Oh, there's a couple of bits from there.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, people will know you, of course, from RuPaul's Drag Race. Can we just have a chat about that experience? Because, I mean, it's a massive show. I mean, firstly, what is RuPaul like?
Oh my gosh, she's just so tall. I could never get over how tall she was. But even out of like drag and out of heels and everything, she's still like 6'2" or like 6'3". Like she's so tall. And then when she puts it all on, it's like, God, so tall.
Yeah, I mean, I've never quite seen a transformation of a drag artist like that before. She is absolutely stunning, isn't she? I mean,
well, she looks the same in real life, which is so annoying because we're like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but I mean, what was the experience like for you? I mean, you got into the final with Leather Day, so that was yeah,
it was amazing. It was I was such a fan of the show before, and I had friends that had been on the show before, and so like seeing like what the show could bring for them. I just felt like a competition winner just getting on the show in the first place. Like, it was amazing. And so anything that happened after that point, I was like, well, this is just a bonus. Like, getting on the show itself is the biggest prize.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite costume that you wore from the series at all?
Oh, I love my Spice Girls runway. When we did the Night of 1,000 Spice Girls, oh, I'm such a huge Spice Girls fan. So, like, when I saw that come up, I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I was like, I want to do, because it was like, I want to do that Baby Spice look anyway. And I was like, oh, now I've got an excuse to make it and like have it made. And yeah, it's one of the ones I still wear to this day.
Yeah. I mean, with regards to your drag sort of persona, I mean, I always think as a woman, I find it like really quite hard to think, how do these men know how to do makeup so well? It's really annoying. Like, you all look fantastic. I mean, how long does the look take you?
Oh my God. Do you know what? I think like at this point, I've been doing drag for like 7 years at this point. It's literally like the same face every time. It's just the colors change a little bit. Like, you'll be like, oh, I'm wearing this, or I'll change the colors. But it's always the same shape. So it's like, you just know, like, it's like second nature at this point. You're just like, okay, whack it on as quickly as possible. It takes like an hour and a half. But I mean, I've done it in like 30 minutes before. It's just slap it on.
Gosh, I can't think that. I mean, they all look so beautiful when you're in drag. And sometimes I'm like, how do they do that? It's not fair. And look so incredible with incredible legs. That's what I always think. Men have got great legs. Some of them. So yeah, so what can we expect from the show as a whole? I mean, how would you sell the show to anybody that's interested in coming?
Well, it's a spectacular drag pantomime, and it really is. Like, it's got the best of the best. The cast is so incredible, so funny. Everyone is so funny in this cast. So it's a laugh a minute, and it's fun from start to finish.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds brilliant. I have got somebody coming along from my reviewing team to come and watch it on the 28th. So that will be fantastic.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you come up with your drag name?
Oh, well, I was at a party, and I used to find it really funny. Like, if someone says something bitchy, you go like, oh, meow, saucer of milk. And then I said that, and then my friend went, oh yeah, this kitty's got claws. And then it was one of these ones where it's like, as soon as like, oh, that's my drag name. And like, I wasn't even doing drag at that point. I was like, but if ever the opportunity arose, like, that is my drag name.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's a great story. And sort of why did you want to do drag in the first place?
Well, I started doing drag because my best friend, Ophelia Love, who's in the panto as well, she was drag queen already. And I would go and watch her, and I was literally there like, oh, like, she gets free drinks, she gets free entry, she gets from boys. I was like, I could do that, and I'd be prettier than her. And so I started, and then I got on Drag Race before her. So,
oh really? I love that. I love it. And of course, people might know you as a contestant on MasterChef.
Yeah.
And you did that in full drag as well. I mean, that was incredible. You did really well.
My God, it was so fun. It was so full on though. It was like, everyone else was like, oh my God, it's so hot in the kitchen. I was like, you're hot? I'm in my full drag. Like, don't talk to me about being hot, sweetheart. No, it was amazing. It was so much fun. It was like, it was really full on. And like, what you see on the TV is what it's actually like. It's one of those ones where it's like, God, like, it's full on.
Yeah. I was going to ask you that. I mean, sometimes you do think, oh, those invention tests, surely they give you a lot more time, or you're allowed to. No.
And it's literally like, once they're like, right, that's time, it's like, oh my God, like, you have to like put everything, and it's like, oh God, I've got nothing.
Yeah. What's it like stood there when they're trying your food?
Oh my God, that was the worst part, because it would, on TV it goes so quickly, but then in real life you're stood there for ages, and they're like tasting it and conferring with the judges and everything, and you're just stood there like, oh my God. And like, it would always be the worst if you're doing a dessert as well, because they would do all the same dishes first, and then like, if you had a dessert, you'd be like the last one to be judged, and so you just stood there for ages, just like, oh my God, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. I just want to know, what they're thinking.
Yeah, you did really well though, didn't you?
Oh, I did. It was a lot of fun. I was in Death Drop at the same time as it, so I was literally doing up. It was crazy. So I was filming, like every day was mad. It would be like I woke up at like 4 a.m, got into drag, got picked up at like 6, and
Wow.
then I would get driven to the studio, do a full day on Masterchef, and then finish at like 6 o'clock, get in the car, and then get driven to the theatre, like across London into the West End, and I would do the show at like 7:30.
Wow.
It
Gosh, you
was
must have
mad.
been knackered. Yeah.
Oh my God, crazy. But it was like time.
Yeah. I mean, what's it like performing in the West End? I mean, has that always been sort of a bucket list thing for you?
Oh, absolutely. Do you know, because I grew up doing musical theatre and I went to like stage school.
Uh,
Um, and when I was at drama school, they were like, the teachers, they were always like, you'll never work because you're too gay
oh,
and you're too
oh,
camp.
wow.
And now I'm like, who's the real winner here, sweetheart? I'm like, yes, I never worked with a boy, but now I put a wig on, I'm working non-stop, darling.
Absolutely. I mean, what sort of musical theatre did you do?
I did, well, I went to Mount View and I did the musical
Okay.
theatre course there, and then I graduated. I did a lot of pantomimes. I would do kudos pantomimes, but they're
Oh,
Crossroads now,
wow.
aren't they?
Yeah, Crossroads, yeah. They're
I would do
massive.
a lot of the, yeah, I would do like a lot of Ugly Sister. I did the Magic Mirror in Snow White. I did the Genie. I did like, yeah, all like little bits like that. I did a lot of fringe theatre in London. I did like a lot of off West End stuff. Never did West End like when I was like just out of drag. But then second I did drag, it was like, here's the West End, they're calling for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's such a brilliant art form, I think. I mean, pantomime is a brilliant art form, but also drag. I think it just elevates it. So I think this show in the West End will be fantastic for everybody to come and see. I shall pop on the next slide how they can get their tickets and when it's on, etc. But thank you so much for having a little chat with me today. I know you must be
Oh,
busy with rehearsals, but I really do appreciate it.
no, it's all good. Thank you for chatting with me.
Oh, no problem at all. Wishing you all the best for the show and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, and happy Christmas to you too.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.